So, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our HKBU Virtual Information Day. My name is Natalie. I'm a Year 3 student from GIS department. And today, my friend Kavya and I will be representing our university to introduce you about our whole life education. Kavya, would you like to say hi?
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kavya. I'm a final year BBA entrepreneurship major student at HKBU. So today, Natalie and I will just share a little something about hall life education and talk about some activities and events that you can look forward to.
Okay, thank you, Kavya. So I will be responsible for introducing the history, structure, and also the facilities in our hall. While Kavya will give you a very nice introduction about our hall life education and activities. Before we start, please be reminded that you will be muted during the introduction. We want all the participants to receive our message clearly, and you can also make use of the Q&A function on Zoom to ask your question. We have staff to answer the questions for you. And also at the end of the session, you can open your mic to ask any questions you'd like to know. Now let's start with the history of our UG Hall. As shown in the pic, it was commissioned in March 2002. It contains houses for about 1,770 full-time undergraduates, which is very massive, and it's under the Office of Student Affairs. And actually, we have two towers. South Tower, it contains Yan Hall and Cai Hall, and North Tower, we have Song Hall and Zhao Hall. All of them are named after four prominent Chinese figures in modern China, and each one of the hall is represented by one particular color and with its unique feature and characteristics. So the four prominent Chinese figures include Zhao Shuren, also known as Lu Xun, a very famous writer, Song Qingling, very famous social activist, and Yang Zhenning, a physicist who won Nobel Prize, and Cai Yuanpei, an educator, also former principal in Beijing University. So we hope our participants could be inspired by this kind of great influence living in this community. So these are shown as our resident masters who is managing our hall, and they are distinguished professors from different disciplines. So one of them is from Department of Chemistry, two of them are from Department of Social Work, and one of them is from Department of Humanities and Creative Writing. They are responsible for strategic planning for our hall development, and you can see them from time to time in our hall activities, and so they're very much engaged with us. In our daily operation, we have student leaders, includes hall tutors, non-local mentors, and hall councils. And I personally this year, I'm a hall resident in Cai Hall and also a non-local mentor this year. We would organize, we design, and we coordinate the whole life education and activities programs. And we're a dedicated team of staff on whole administration and whole life education. We serve as a bridge between residents and our hall. And personally, I'm very happy this year that I could be the non-local mentor. It enhanced my leadership skills and my communication skills, and I'm immersed in a very diverse culture. So I appreciate that. Now I guess you must be very curious about what it looks like in our hall. So let's take a campus tour in our hall, starting from the ground floor. This is the entrance as well as the exit. We need to tap our student ID each time in and out of the building, which is very safe. And the open door area, in case we need some fresh air. A notification area, we can have some information like what's happening around us in the hall and anything particular that I'm interested in, and or any programs that I'd like to join. Now these are shown as our activity rooms. It's basically where our activities are conducted, but it's not limited to these rooms. It's very well facilitated, and my friend Kavya will give you more introduction about this part. Also, a ping pong room, a game room, and a music practice room are provided. These are all open to hall residents, and it's free of charge. It's just located in the first floor. We don't need to go out of the building. We can just relax ourselves. And I personally use the music practice room to play the piano, and I quite enjoy it. And it's well maintained, and I don't have to be worried that I'm disturbing other hall residents at the same time. So some other facilities including fitness room, a rooftop, and a laundry room with dryers, also on the first floor. In the fitness room, we have running machine, a cycling machine, and weightlifting machine. So both aerobic exercise and weight training exercise are entertained in the hall. And actually from the rooftop, you can see the Victoria Harbor light show 8 p.m. every night. Very nice. And the laundry room, we actually have two laundry rooms. Um, we need to tap our Octopus card, which is very convenient. Um, Now let's take a look at our lounge. Every floor we has a lounge. It's very friendly to the students who like cooking because the cookers are provided there. And actually something more interesting is that we learn how to, share a common property in this lounge. We pick up our mess after using it, and because apparently we're not just doing it for ourselves, but also for other participants who is, using this lounge. So we learn how to, maintain a tidy and clean environment for everybody. Now this is the view from our room. We have a refrigerator and air conditioning. And for the washroom, we share with other unimates. And the toilet and the showering area is separated. I'd say it's very clean, it's very comfortable and tidy, and personally, I enjoy living there. Um, so all the facilities are provided, as I introduced before, but I believe that hall is not just a place for us to live, to sleep in, but also great educational purpose are delivered here. So we organize whole activities to cultivate uh, residents' character, knowledge, and skills, and so as to enhance physical, social, and athletic wellness. And it aims to nurture residents to become lifelong learners and serve the community with global vision. And we promote cultural interflows, harmony, and respect for differences. And now my friend Kavya, she will continue the introduction about whole life education in HKBU. Kavya, are you ready to take over?
Yes, Natalie. Thank you very much for the introduction. So, can you go to the next slide, please? Okay, so Hall Life Education is actually provided through a set of well-structured learning programs and activities with specific focus on green and health mindfulness, personal enrichment, resident bondedness, and community and you, as you can see on the slide. So we'll go through each of these in detail in the next few slides. Next, please. So firstly, under green health and mindfulness, we have health. Health plays a very important role in contributing to a person's physical, psychological, mental well-being. Hall life encourages residents to live a more healthy lifestyle by conducting various activities such as hiking, yoga lessons, and also participating in inter-hall sports activities. So this is actually a great opportunity for residents to get to know each other, make friends, and also have fun whilst being healthy. And apart from this, as Natalie previously mentioned, we also have really good gym facilities in the halls that residents can use. Next, please. So Hall Life also promotes a lot of green living activities that aim for economic, social, and environmental sustainability, such as local project internship, overseas tours, and also several workshops. So here are some of the highlights, which includes the Green Quest Overseas Tour, whereby students travel to Denmark and Sweden, where they get a hands-on experience on how to implement green living and sustainability into their daily life activities, basically. And hopefully, in the long run, they help to reduce the consumption of the Earth's limited resources. Next, please. So, apart from promoting green living and health consciousness, Hall Life also promotes aesthetic wellness among residents. And here are photos from some of the activities that were organized. Next, please. So, the next dimension is personal enrichment. Hall Life provides residents with an opportunity to embark upon a journey of lifelong learning. And as you saw, one of the aims of Hall Life is to promote an attitude to never stop learning and also to better understand themselves, the others, and also the world. To do so, they provide various knowledge enhancement programs and workshops under this personal enrichment dimension, which include film appreciation workshops, wine tasting, and various others. Next, please. So, if you're someone who is always willing to learn something new, or you just want to enhance your existing skills, Hall Life also has various fun activities for you to do so, such as the Chinese Kung Fu workshop, as you can see here, and we have sign language workshop, and various others like arts and crafts, music, you name it. Next, please. So, career, very important to all of us, right? And as a student, most of us will definitely be thinking about getting a job at some point in our lives. So, as a hall resident, you can attend a joint hall dinner with career mentors from different professions and also alumni sharing events to further understand your career prospects and also get professional advice about your chosen career path and different possible career opportunities that you might have. So as you can see, apart from having just fun hall life activities, there are also many useful ones for residents. Next, please. So the next dimension is resident bondedness. So Hall Life Education believes that it's very important for individual residents to connect with their fellow residents and build meaningful and long-term relationships with them. So with this in mind, several orientation programs are conducted at the beginning of each residential period to welcome newcomers to the halls and also to help them get familiarized with the hall life in a more enjoyable manner. So, and apart from this, different types of activities are organized throughout the year to strengthen the bond among hallmates. So, one such activity that I can think of was when I first joined BU was the hall decoration competition. So here, hallmates and hall tutors from one floor actually compete with other floors in a floor decoration competition. So basically, we have different themes for each floor. And I remember one year my theme was Harry Potter. Another year it was like underwater living, like an aquatic theme setting. So yeah, we get to be creative here. And finally, the floor with the best or the floor with the creative theme wins. So this was actually the event that got me a lot closer to my floor mates and hall tutor and really helped me to adapt myself to the new environment a lot better. So yes, we have team building activities. We have activities to promote communal living, such as just working out together or just taking a trip with your friends together. And next, please. And apart from this, Hall Life also provides various networking opportunities for residents. So here on the right, you see a photo from a barbecue event. So this is actually on the rooftop of the hall building. And as Natalie mentioned before, the view from here is to die for. It's amazing. And I personally recommend every resident to go there at least once. Next, please. So this is the final dimension, community and you. And here you can see photos from different cultural events that aim to promote cultural awareness and diversity among residents. So the photo in the middle is actually from International Festival, where students from different nationalities, German, French, Kazakh, Nepal, India, Taiwan, etc. So we all set up booths and we actually invite students to come over and try out various activities. So trying out our food. And in the India booth, we also set up a henna station. So henna is like an Indian tattoo that we draw on our hands. And we actually draw henna for every person who visits our booth. And we also let them try traditional artwork and many others. So actually every booth has something like this. And by the end of the night, I promise you that you will have a much better understanding of various cultures and backgrounds. Next, please. So Hall Life also provides both local and overseas outreach activities to involve residents in the service and care to the less fortunate and needy. So locally, we have the elderly care program, And to the right, you see photo from the overseas service trip to Bali, which I took part in as well. So actually, the event went like this. So in the mornings, we got to teach kids of a local school in Ubud, Bali. So here in the photo, you can see the kids were very energetic, welcoming, and they actually made it a very enjoyable experience for us. And in the evenings and afternoons, we had cultural tours and we got to do some shopping. And towards the end, we also cleaned and painted their school. So as you can see, we got a very complete experience through just one trip. Next, please. So this is the final dimension. How Life also provides leadership training workshops to residents for them to unleash the inner leader in them and also allow them to engage in the community outside of the lecture halls and just to learn important life lessons. So one such leadership program is the non-local mentor program. So the group photo on the right is actually non-local mentors from the previous year, and Natalie and I are part of non-local mentor from this year. So in this program, actually, the mentors who are acting student leaders, so we have to encourage non-local students to involve and participate in halls or in general university activities, just for better inclusion within the university community and promote inclusion among local and non-local students, along with various other initiatives for which mentors are actually provided with a lot of on-the-job training and workshops. And overall, this program actually helps students to develop invaluable leadership, communication, and management skills. Next, please. So yes, in summary, Hall Life education cultivates an empathetic attitude towards the community, fosters collaboration and team spirit, apart from a vast range of knowledge and skills, and also encourages residents to view things from a more global perspective. So that's all from us. Thank you very much for attending this virtual information talk. I hope you all had a very informative session through a deep dive into Hall Life, and hopefully you got a glimpse of what you will be doing here.